right, we're here with Jeremy Gray. He wanted a gold update. It's been a very rough week in the gold space, and I think we're all doubting ourselves and whether the gold bull market is over. And I specifically had some requests today. I was writing something about Nvidia, and everyone said, "Hey, can we talk to Jeremy and get an update on gold?" So, Jeremy, welcome to YWR. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, no, our forecast of 7,000 by the year end is very much intact. Whether this is a long or short war, we're going to go there either way. And this is, yeah, just a little correction. So I think we're going to head up not too distant future. And this is very healthy, to be honest, very healthy to have this pullback.
Yeah, if I have to give my trading analysis of this, I think a lot of people were getting long earlier this year. It was the whole dollar debasement trade, and people were getting heavy duty into the options. And then when it sold off, I mean, this is just me being the, cynical trader or whatever. I thought everyone was very quick to jump back in and buy options again for the rebound. And so I I feel like the market always likes to make things difficult for you. So here we are. It's bleeding people out. If you took a 3-month option or a 6-month option, it's dragging this out and causing a lot of decay and stress. And now you're back down to the lows again and doubting things. And I'm sure it's also shaking out some CTA positioning because they're just, long. It was a perfect trend, and their technical indicators are probably making them question it. So I don't know what you're seeing otherwise, Jeremy, because the big thing people are also wondering is, are there, I mean, I don't know if you have any insight on this, but I think everyone's wondering, like, are there governments that are in financial stress and selling their gold, or, I don't know if you have any take on.
Well, the governments don't own any gold, so what are they worried about? So no, I mean, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't. I mean, this argument that Indians need to sell gold to pay for the oil. Well, if anything, I would say the oil move's been a little bit muted. I mean, the Gulf states are blowing each other up, and if that's the best you can do in oil at $110, that's pretty boring. But hey, it's caught all the headlines. It's scared the politicians. But gold's still firmly intact, and there was obviously a lot of long gold short oil trades that unwound, and now there's a lot of long oil short gold trades. But if a war keeps going, it's good. If a war stops, it's good. I mean, there needs to be money printing, and money is growing at 6 to 7% in the U.S. money supply. Inflation's rampant in Europe, everywhere else, and yeah, that gold will have its day again, and I'm sure the paper shorts are heavily short again. And the reality is there's no supply, there's been no investment in the industry, and 7,000's just a next point where I think you're going to go much higher after that.
Yeah, and maybe it's a shakeout. And I was thinking today, I was like, and by the way, on the oil, I also am a little bit like, oil was at $100 for many years between 2007 and 2012. Like, that was our baseline post GFC. Oil was at $100 all the time. And that was back then, inflation is prices of most things of, I don't know if they're up 50% or whatever, but I'm like $100 oil now to be what it was, it would probably need to be 130 or 140 to be back what it. So again, I'm also like, yes, it's a big jump from 65, but this is not like an extremely high oil price. But what I was thinking about with the central banks is, isn't it interesting? I don't think there's a central bank out there that wants to raise rates. And yet here we are with an inflationary event, right? And it just confirms the gold trade underlying is that, and this is what was one of the observations in Zimbabwe I had was central banks they will raise rates a bit, but they're almost always never raise rates enough. And I thought actually this oil scenario kind of demonstrated that once again. So, anyways,
Yeah, no, look, it's all noise. It's obviously big noise. It's a very big problem that we have in the Middle East. It's really, I think everyone's a bit surprised at what's going on, but it doesn't change anything in the gold market. If anything, it just means demand's going to be stronger going forward. And we're actually for Chancery Royalty using this opportunity to take advantage of this because ironically we're about to announce a very large acquisition in Kazakhstan, our fifth producing royalty, and the buyer of that asset was in Dubai, and guess what? They pulled out because of the war. So we're actually using this to take advantage.
no, you're doing it again.
We're on to our fifth producing royalty. We're growing faster than anyone else in the market. And we thought, what an incredible opportunity that just landed on our lap because of what's going on with Iran
So
and the
something just
Dubai.
popped up where there was supposed to be a guy from Dubai funding it, and he just dropped out, and no one wants to do it. And along
Yeah,
comes Jeremy Gray.
yeah. Well, that's the beauty of Chancery when we move super fast, and yeah, it's a really exciting opportunity in Kazakhstan. It's going to be great to go back again. I haven't been there since 05, 06. It's a world tier one country. It's a producing asset or about to produce, and we thought, well, let's grab it. And there's an advantage. If the market's too hot in gold, it's hard to close royalty deals. So
Yeah,
you've
you
got
need
to
to do them
run
in
with.
these wobbles. Yeah.
You need that, and you need everyone to sort of go, oh my God, we're going back to 3,800. That's exactly what we like, and that's why I think we have to bed down as many of these royalties as we can, while the market's still sidelining or going sideways a bit. But I tell you, I don't think it's going to be very long before we start to see it power ahead again. So yeah, nothing's changed. Our view and our message, hasn't it, Eric, been very, very consistent over the last 2 years. Don't get distracted by the noise. Don't get yeah, just stay focused on where the bigger picture is, and the bigger picture is it's going to be at least 7 to 10,000 over the next 2 years. So, and 7,000 by this Christmas. So
And are you doing another raise to do this Kazakhstan deal?
we're in the middle of a $3 round, which prices us at just 0.3 times price to NAV. Elemental, the golden child in our mid-tier space is on 2 times. Versamet's on 1.5, if not more. So we're priced this to go. And yes, we're in the middle of a funding round. I don't know if you've seen Kefi just announced a £34 million fundraising yesterday. So
And
they're
it was
fully,
completed, right?
yeah,
They did it.
completed. They're fully funded. That's our fourth royalty. That's
That's
a
actually really
really amazing.
good news that they got that done. And yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, amazing. So, Kefi's going to be a producing royalty. I said to Harry the other day, because we've got 4.8% royalty on Kefi in Ethiopia. We did a site visit. I mean, what a country. What an amazing country. Booming, so modern, so advanced. And I said to Harry, who's CEO of Kefi, the reality is you'll build half this mine and then Endeavour or a big player is going to come and buy you. And then the royalty that we have will then triple in value. Zijin just bought Allied in Ethiopia for 4 billion. So that part of East Africa is booming, and we're very proud to have the Kefi on our portfolio.
Jeremy, thanks for the update on gold. There's one other metal I'd love to talk about with your remaining time. Um, Tungsten prices are going crazy. Can you give us an update? I mean, there's a war going on, so I imagine this is the hottest metal on the planet.
Yeah, it is the hottest by a country mile. The price a year ago was $40,000 a ton. It hit today $300,000 a ton. So it's there's no supply. Pure tungsten's one of only two new mines coming on in the Western world this year, and the other one is our Monty's mine next door to us, 34 kilometers, called Sandong. Our mine's called Sanjong, and we are literally that close to first production of tungsten, and couldn't be at a better time to be turning on Sanjong, and become a very substantial producer in the Western world.
And we did a call with Tiger Kim, I think it was last month. Are you guys still doing that round, the pure tungsten round?
Yeah, we're doing a 50-cent round that values the group at 125 million Canadian. Our Monty, for example, I think today is around 7 billion, and they're not much bigger than we are. Now, credit to them, they're better marketers than we are, but
And they're
the market
public, so
the market is extremely tight. There's no supply coming on. Pure Tungsten also has Tajikistan, which is our next big expansion area. We've had the highest grading tungsten mine in that part of the world. And yeah, Tiger Kim's doing an amazing job. So if you're interested, by all means, click on the link below. Happy to set you up a call with Tiger. But the market is insanely hot, insane. It's and if the war keeps going, obviously the demand's going to just go through the roof. Even if we hopefully do get peace soon, the whole industry needs to rearm and focus on investment. So, really amazing time for tungsten. Who would have thought after 40 years of bear markets? 40 years, crazy.
Jeremy, I remember when you were first looking at the tungsten mine in Brazil, which was what led to you combining with Tiger Kim's assets and everything. But it was just that was one of your points. You're like, this has been the biggest bear market. Tungsten had been in a bear market forever. The previous investors just wanted out of it. And you're like, look, no one has built any tungsten mines. Had never even heard about, I mean, I knew what it was as an element, but I hadn't thought about it until you mentioned that there was a tungsten mine available in Brazil. And I'm like, it is amazing the story that has turned into in like 2 years or less. I don't know how it's just went from absolute neglect. They were practically giving it away to
Mm.
now like the hottest metal on the planet.
Yeah, yeah.
So congratulations.
No, oh, thanks, Eric. Well, thanks to everyone who supported us, but also it's been certainly tough. But the Sanjong mine in Korea that we have, the last time they mined was in July 1974. So that tells you it's been 52 years since the industry was actually of any significance. The price in 74 dropped from 700 to 50 because China flooded the market, and they flooded it for the next 40, 50 years. And now, guess what? China's running out also, and they're 85% of global supply. And then they banned all exports. And if you add Russia and China, then 90% of global supply. So I'm waiting for, you might start to see the Western market just go absolutely mental
I have to
because
say, I
it's
think
kind
pure tungsten is the most amazing thing. I'm like, I'm like Chancery royalty is like an amazing thing as well, but um, the tungsten
of,
mine and Tiger Kim.
Tiger's amazing. He works 7 days a week. Koreans can sleep standing up. They are amazing people, and we're
Yeah.
so honored to have him as CEO. And he's got a world-class asset there, which is so exciting. And no one knows about us, right? We're kind of like the forgotten tungsten mine in South Korea because everyone's focused on our multi-industries, which is no problem. But yeah, hopefully people will start to pay more attention to us.
Jeremy, thank you for the gold update. Thanks for keeping us in the trade on these difficult days. Again, this is not financial advice, and Jeremy and I are just our own 2 cents about where things go. But you've been calling this pretty well so far. Hopefully, you will continue that way.
Oh,
Thanks, and we'll get through this. I think the volatility probably died down, and maybe gold will get its legs back.
oh yeah. In 2 months, we won't even remember it. So no, thank you so much for your support and everyone who supported us on the show. And we're really excited about Chancery and Pure Tungsten and the gold market and the tungsten market. It's going to be a great year ahead.
Thanks, Jeremy.
Thank you, mate. You're the best.